Well, hi, babies. Hi. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope this video finds your butthole well. And if you don't have one, I hope it finds your colostomy nice and rosy. I miss you. I love you. And I look forward to every message. I love you all. And thank you for all your comments, your donations, just the likes, subscribes, sharing, just interaction with the channel. I thank you all so much, and I am so grateful that you're here doing the work with all of us and just on that grind, if you will, on that spiritual grind. So I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much. Thanks for being my babies. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Use your own discernment. Stay curious, stay open, but don't overthink it. Also, if you're triggered, that's a wonderful place to look at where you need healing and release work. This is a timeless message, so whenever you find it, it is the right time. Let's get it, babies. Not to flex or anything. Oh my goodness, a freaking gnat already. We're gonna start there. We know it's a good message, because I was about to flex on y'all that I got my little Harley jacket on. Looking fly, you know what it is. It's jacket season now. And I literally just bought this. So I was like a kid. Like, I'm like, can I wear it out of the store? I had my eye on this jacket for a minute, and it was like on sale, and I was just like, I mean, if y'all know about Harley prices, on sale isn't on sale, but I just did it. And the message I got whilst I was shopping for overpriced clothing, Most High, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, universe will always have your back. If you really desire something, follow that feeling. If it gets your dick hard, follow that feeling, go for it, and don't overthink it. Don't allow these feelings of lack to land in your lap, while you're like getting excited and you're like, oh man, I was like beaming when I found this jacket, because I was like, man, I've been wanting that for a minute, and it was on sale, and I was like, let's go. It was the only one. It was in my size. Like, it was just meant to be. And it was clean, because I was like paranoid about the white getting, having some weird marks or something on it. And it was just like, so it was like the most perfect situation. I was like, all right, yeah, all right, Holy Spirit, let's do it. Let's go. Let's let's just do this. I'm ready. I'm ready to break some distortion patterns, some fears. I'm ready to just leap past that. And with that excitement of like, okay, with buying this jacket, I'm breaking through some limiting beliefs around money and stuff like that. And so by doing that, I just like immediately felt free. Like, and I kept that vibration, like, yo, this is it. Like, you can't make this up. And so like keeping that high vibration and excitement, and like, I'm driving home, like, oh my God, just being all like overly excited. That helped, and I definitely feel lighter and more aligned with the work that I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that I genuinely released it. It was like that final, like, the cord is cut, and I'm not writing two timelines anymore where I have this lack mentality and I'm in this abundant mentality, because that's what it is. I've been writing, and I'm sure y'all are doing the same, because what you need to release, and you've done a lot of release work, but you still fall back into those old habits. And that helped me. Sorry about the burping. I'm like getting all excited here. I'm like swallowing air like nobody's business. So like getting back into that fear and that overthinking, and basically stealing your own excitement because of that fear, that keeps you in two timelines at once, where your old self and your new self will say, I mean, really, it's just two different selves. So you're like writing this like lack mentality timeline, but also in this abundant mentality timeline because you know what to do. So you keep going back and forth and you feel this like indecision and weirdness and confusion. It's because you're still like involving yourself with old patterns and old thinking patterns. So there's you can basically create moments for yourself, like, because on the way to the dealership there was like a charity event going on, and I was like, I just had this like feeling. It was like, okay, something's gonna happen there. Like, I'm staying open. I was like, Holy Spirit, I'm open to anything. I'm open to, I'm just neutral about, I know a miracle's gonna happen. I know something magical is gonna happen. I'm open to whatever it's gonna be. And I had no expectation of buying anything or anything of the sort. I was just gonna see what it was all about, check out some bikes, go hit on this parts, guys. They're like, they know me now because I've been there so many times. I have like, since I have an older bike, like I have to get like special order stuff all the time, so they like totally know me and I go flirt with them and it makes their day. But that was like my only plan. And then I was like, oh well, maybe I'll just, I hadn't even looked at the clothes, I just looked at the bikes, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, bullshit with some people. And I saw that jacket like from afar, and I was like, oh shit, here it is, bitch. Yes, this is the moment, this is the time, this is what's happening. And I just went with it because I was like, okay, I had like a moment of hesitation. I was like, no, you are not gonna fucking play this game again. No, it's not happening. And so, and the reason I'm telling you this is because we all have this. That lack mentality is just everywhere, and that's how the enemy has kept us so small and limited, because that's a big fear, because you feel, oh well, I can't live if I don't have this money, right? And you're basically a slave to it. And by getting like this excitement and that mentality of like, okay, I'm still in two timelines, I'm still riding that timeline, I'm gonna go full to the base, like just balls deep in this. Like, I am getting balls deep in this. Like, I'm not backing out, I'm not pulling out, bitch. I'm going balls deep. Why did that come out? So just like committing fully to something and then being excited and staying excited. Don't ruin it for yourself. Just fully enjoy it. And I'm, the freaking desk girls were like laughing at me. I was like, can I wear it out of the store? And I was just, and I was able to shift the vibration of the people that were working the desk too, because I was just like so excited and feeling like alive. You know, I was like, yes, bitch, I finally fucking did it. I jumped the timeline. We're in it now. Yo, let's go. And when you do this, hype yourself up and be like, you did it. You did it. You won. You finally let it go. You finally let that thing go. Do it. Hype yourself up. And interestingly, I was shuffling this deck, and at the bottom, when I flipped it over to look, it was financial constraints. So it was like so perfect. I was like, I gotta talk about this. I have to, because and carrying connections, which interestingly, we have 13, 14 in a row. And you know, obviously I shuffle the shit out of these decks because I use them a lot. And with the thinking woman right underneath that, so that's like getting out of your head and just like genuinely enjoying it, like feeling that like excitement and like just be like, yo, this is the shit, dog. I love this. Yes. Oh, this is so amazing. Get out of your head, because that's where the bullshit gets ruined. You know, you basically steal your own vibe, like you kill your own boner, you know. When you should be following what gets your dick hard, essentially. And you don't have to have a dick. I'm just speaking metaphorically. Your metaphorical dick. Your energetic dick. And I was shuffling this deck because I planned on using it for this message, and we had the star. Like, I was just shuffling, and like the star just like shot out. Had no intent. I wasn't doing like a side shuffle or anything. It was just like my usual. And the star shot out. So definite wish fulfillment, like definite healing, wish fulfillment, making this shit happen, stepping into these timelines. Like, this shit is going the fuck down, okay? I promise. There's just gonna be like this little test of like, are you gonna do it or not? And with that was also for me, like, I had some still like residual, like, I thought I let go of the resentment from my past like horribly abusive relationship. I thought I let that go, and that also popped up when I was like getting excited and on my way to the dealership, the Harley dealership. I was like, it just popped up, and I was like, how could it, like, it just like it popped in my head, and I was like, man, how could somebody be like that? Like, how could they? And I just started thinking like, oh, how could they be in a lie? Like, how could they live a lie like that? And just me trying to understand. And I'm like, I've like thought on this enough. And that was also another reminder. I was also writing the timeline, so I had, my feet essentially in like 4 timelines, one where I've completely released, all the trauma and stuff from that relationship. And then one that I was still holding on to it. And so that I was like, it came up to me, and I was like, oh shit. So that's what, and cause I felt my energy like plummet. And I was like, oh, so that's what's been draining me. Because by me still thinking like, and I've talked about this in a previous message, and which I will say, like, I'm not above anything that I speak upon. They're for me too. When I'm, bitching y'all out for, killing your own vibe, I'm doing the same thing. So I don't think that I'm above it or anything. And I will openly share that with you. Like, I'm here doing the work with you, and I fuck up sometimes too. I saw 12:21 on the clock when I said that. So that might be like, I associate that with like mirroring relationships where that person like mirrors your like toxic traits to you and stuff, and like you do the same. Like, it's very it's meant to hold up the mirror to each other so you can like heal and release this stuff. But so like I was holding on to that when I thought I had released it, and I noticed as soon as it popped in my head, like I just felt all like this excitement just drained from me immediately. But I was able to pull myself out and be like, no, fuck that. I'm not playing this anymore. I'm not indulging in this anymore. No. And you're not getting my energy anymore. This isn't happening. I release you. I hope you find healing. And that helped me. I mean, because like I shifted it. I was like, okay, what can I look forward to? So I hit shuffle on like one of my songs, and I was like, okay, what can I look forward to? The energy of, being at the Harley dealership, to pull me away, like pulling me into like what I'm actually trying to manifest. I was trying to manifest something like magical happening. So I got into that energy and let that go. Let that, like, dude, don't play into that. No. So, and at the bottom of this deck, we have the 8 of Cups, a brat. And that's bringing this wish fulfillment and abundance because you're walking away. You're walking away from things that don't serve you, thoughts that don't serve you. It's like it might take time to like get rid of that like addiction, or like to catch yourself. Because I had thought I was done like thinking about that, obsessing about that, like being like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Why? Just trying to understand so I could release it. I thought I was done with that, but then noticing like being fully in your body and noticing like how your energy is, and then feeling that plummet and observing your thoughts and being like, what was I just thinking about? Oh. So I got to do some release there. Okay, cool. And that was, keeping this energetic cord going, essentially, because by me still thinking about that, they were still getting something from me, some of my energy. And by walking away and cutting those cords and, you know, giving to what, you know, the Six of Pentacles is giving to the, in a fair way. So you giving to yourself. And so by me releasing that, letting that go, and then doing some self-love shit instead, that brought healing. So that, you know, instead of, it's all like watching your thoughts essentially, and like really getting into that observer, that third, you know, I see it as like when you're playing like video games, like the third person, where you're like kind of up above your player, getting into that and like observing like what you're doing, and even just trying to understand, like, yeah, you got to get through that and find, you know, a way to release it. But it was, for me, I had already done that. It was more of like an addiction to staying in that old timeline, and that, you know, was causing me like acne and frustration and, you know, these physical symptoms, like the depleted energy, because I was still allowing that timeline and that energetic cord, you know, essentially to rule me and, you know, keep me from being, you know, balls deep in this new timeline. I really, like, I appreciate y'all, like, being down and, like, about the way I speak. I appreciate y'all, and I know y'all are cool as hell, because, like, you're totally cool with me and, like, saying the most heinous shit about, like, being a better person. I just realized that. I'm like, yeah, so you need to be like balls deep in this timeline, bro, to like raise in vibration and like help humanity and like help the world and the universe be in a higher vibration, man. Get balls deep in that shit. Thank you all for being about it. I appreciate it. And I know y'all are my people. And in doing so, giving to your energy to the right thing, like I gave my energy to, I was like, okay, I want to really feel into like the magic that's going to transpire at this dealership. I'm really excited. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm open to whatever. And that's going to bring you into this happiness, this present, this, with this 10 of Cups, like emotional fulfillment, because you're present, and by doing so, like getting excited, giving your energy. Because I'm feeling this, I have the window open because I wanted to wear my jacket and it was like too warm in here. I'm dead set I'm wearing this damn jacket, okay? And it's like that cold, dry fall air. And it's like very fresh feeling because it's like really cold. And I had like used Palo Santo in the room prior to this. And so like that's like refreshing, and it feels like it's like awakening me. It's like making me more energized and alert from the, you know, the wind hitting me. And so that's bringing more like energy, more fulfillment. And it's not going to drain you anymore when you actually like follow what gets your dick hard, like what excites you, what gives you joy, just feels good. You know, and by taking that chance and not allowing, you know, fighting up against and not allowing that to like kill your vibe, because it's a pattern that, you know, was placed upon you by your family or, you know, exes, just friends, whatever, you know, all this like manipulation and control just placed upon you. Yeah, to like keep you from like taking these leaps of faith with that Fool in reverse. It doesn't have to be that way. Oh man. I'm getting all excited. I'm spazzing out over here, bending the shit out of my card. Oh, we got the King of Pentacles though. Well, hello, Daddy. I'm assuming this just wanted to pop out, hence it got a little bent there. I'm gonna pull one more card on that King of Pentacles since it's acting out. What's up with the King of Pentacles getting bent, please? What up with it? Yeah, oh my god, bitch. What I motherfucking talk about? We have the Two of Pentacles. See how he's walking that line and balancing two pentacles? That is being in two timelines. Until you decide to let one of these pentacles down, you know, quit riding, having one foot in another timeline where your old self and your old patterns are still running you and keeping you frustrated and agitated and exhausted and overthinking and indecisive, when you could just get balls deep in this new timeline where you are daddy, you are abundant, you have control and understanding of the material world. And that means you understand it's all energy. And that's all you got to do is get into an excited, curious kind of vibration or, you know, feeling where you can bring that in. And we have the King of Swords. So like getting out of your head and using your intuition, you know, this thought of like, ooh, I desire this. And you're like right in front of it, you know, and you're about to grab for it, but then you're like, oh, I don't know. That, I don't know, that indecision, that bullshit, that's you writing two timelines. And when you could just follow your desire, because you're meant to enjoy life. You're meant to work with your spirit team, you know, and trusting that Most High has your back, that all of this has your back, and this is coming. You know, with this, you know, karmic year coming to a close, you know, the number 8, which also, number 8 is associated with abundance. So not only is it karma, but it's also abundance. So you're working through, man, I am spitting all over the place. I'm all excited. You have released the karma. You've worked through it. You've paid your debts. All the shitty stuff that happened in the past, that's you paying your debts. It doesn't need to be like that anymore. Your time's up. You know, you're getting out of the jail cell. You paid up, you did your time. Now it's time to really reap the rewards of you doing the work and your willingness to look at yourself and do the work and take responsibility for your own life and choosing happiness instead of being a victim of, oh, I don't know, but you know, I gotta pay bills, yeah. I mean, there's a line, like obviously you still need to like save up money and stuff, but you can still enjoy life. That's the whole point, especially with this King of Pentacles, enjoying all the physical material stuff and not getting caught up in your head about it, just feeling it. And that's going to bring you more money and abundance just in general, and knowing that abundance doesn't just stop at the material things like the finances. Abundance could be just you meeting great people that can help you out, or they give, you know, you meet a friend, like, okay, say you wanted these badass wheels for your motorcycle and you're like, man, I really want those, and you're dreaming about them, and you make friends with somebody and they're like, yeah, so I bought these wheels for my bike, and I ended up getting the wrong size, or, you know, I don't like them, or, you know, I had to sell my bike, or I wrecked it before, you know, something happened. And you go over, you're like, oh, well, can I go look at the wheels? And they're like, fuck yeah, come on over. And you go, and it's the wheels that you wanted, and they give it to you. They're like, hey, you know, do you mind house sitting for me for a weekend? And here's these motorcycle wheels. Like, blammy. You got what you've been desiring, and you got to stay in a cool house. That's abundance. It doesn't have to be like you having the money to buy it. It could just be you meet a person, they help you out, they give you the thing. It can be or, you know, I think I've used this reference before, like you're like, oh man, I've always wanted a boat. But for you, it doesn't make sense to have one because you don't have anywhere to store it or anything like that. But you end up meeting a person that has, you know, somewhere to store it. They have a boat. They're glad to bring you on anytime that you want to go out. Like, they're super about it, and they're just like great people. And you help them out in however way. Like, it's very symbiotic. So, and that would be abundance. It doesn't have to be you have a shit ton of money to buy it, And that comes with it. When you start stepping into this, that's when it comes, like your brazen moves towards undoing these fears and like facing that shit. That's where all the abundance comes from. Anything else? Interesting. Okay. I'm being told not to take that card and change decks. I think I'll just do, I'll keep this one quick and do another reading. Because this like went a completely, I just started talking. I was just talking and it went a completely different direction than I thought I was going to go. So I still want to do the other reading that I had planned. Community. Yes. So now that you've been in your hermit mode, cutting off these people that had like been in competition with you, not had your best interest, trying to sabotage you, slander your name, you know, all this stuff. You've let the right people go. Now it's time to step into the right people and trusting that Most High has that for you. Also, you're in a higher vibration. You're more in tune with your body. You're more in tune with your intuition. And you can feel what it feels like to have fear and what your body feels like when you're experiencing that. So you know how to read the situation, if it's a good person or if it's not. And don't get in your head about it with that thinking woman at the bottom of the deck again. One more on that community card, please. My love is true. Yes, it is. I'm going to look at that song because it popped in my head. So we have Angel of Love. That is Monster Truck. I think that's one word. Yes, it is. I love how like Monster Truck tickets, Monster Truck show tickets pop up for me. I'm like, I might have to do that. Okay, My Love is True by Monster Truck. What you doing with your time? Do you think of me when you do the things you do? Yeah. What do you think when words don't rhyme? When the things you said are not what you did? Don't hurt me, baby. I gave you my heart. You tear it apart and you treat me like a fool. I know that lately you're messing around, painting the town when I'm nowhere to be found. The telephone keeps on ringing. You don't answer the call if you know it's a me, yeah. I know I'm never home, darling, but I promise you I'll be back real soon. Don't hurt me, baby. I gave you my heart. Don't tear it apart and treat me like a fool. I know that lately you're messing around. You're painting the town when I'm nowhere to be found. My love is true. Yes, it is. Okay. And what I'm getting from that is like, obviously, there with this anxiety card being at the bottom, you've been hurt before, but you know how to spot a freak now. You know how to spot a crazy person. You know how to spot a narcissist. You know, you know, I got the image of like a dog, like, you know, barking at a corner of a room and, you know, there's nothing to be seen. Like, you have that sense now. You can sense like when there's some bullshit around, you know. It's like, you're like, what the hell is this dog barking at? Like, why? It's because there's something there. And I just got goosebumps from that. So like, you know how to feel if there's some bullshit on, if people are in demon time, you know how to sense that. You don't need to be anxious about it anymore. Yes, you've been hurt, you know, because you've been loyal, and it hurt even more because you were loyal, you were honest, you went in with a good heart. Oh my God, my nose is like burning. It's that damn, you know, when you get like a runny nose and it's like getting raw from just like boogers just sitting there. And it doesn't help that like I had like welding, grinding dust in my nose too, but oh, sorry guys. I'm not trying to pick my nose on camera. But you were honest, you were caring, and you know, that didn't get reciprocated. That wasn't your person. Just take it for what it was. That meant nothing. That had nothing to do with you. That had nothing to do with your looks, who you are as a person. That was all them. You are worth everything. You are amazing and you are incredible. And in fact, that may have been because this person had such low self-worth that they treated you that way because they didn't think they deserved a good person. And they're just so unconscious with their behaviors and all of that. Don't hurt me, baby. Gave you my heart. You treat me like a fool. I know that lately you're messing around. Yeah, and you know, that shit happened behind your back, but because you are so tapped in now with your intuition, you know if shit's gonna pop off. And it's not, you know what fear feels like, and then you know what intuition feels like. You know those different things. You've become better at sitting in your body and feeling the different things, feeling what intuition feels like, and you know, just that quiet, like quick zap of knowing versus that fear of like blah, 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 the devil whispering in your ear. You know the difference because you get that different feeling, that heart rate change, the anxiety, that you know what both of those feel like. And maybe you can get more deeper into that, you know, observing, being the observer, getting, you know, that's just a reminder. I'm sure you all do it or have attempted to do it. It's just a reminder to get more into that and stepping into this, you know, coming into this community, coming into who your soul family and all of that. You can trust these people because you know, you can trust your intuition, you can trust yourself. You are an honest heart, and you can spot that out too because you know what that energy signature feels like. Let's do it, babes. Keep raising in vibration. I love you so much. I thank you all so for being here, and I'm grateful that you are all doing this work with us and raising in vibration and doing good stuff for the world. Okay? I'm so proud of you. Love you. Bye.